All right, good afternoon, hockey fans. We're over at the Hallett Center, facing off against Rockridge Green. We faced off against Rockridge Green on our tour up north a couple weekends ago. We did take a loss 2-8 on that game a few weeks ago. We'll see if we've got some improvements. They might have had some improvements as well. 15 minutes on the board, ready for period number 1. At the drop, Horton. A little different to see Horton out in center. Kilmer and Dauber back on defense. Dauber pushing up to Horton. Horton's going to be pushing up to Kes. Just bounces off of Kes' stick at the neutral zone. Good pressure being kept by Horton. Along the board somewhere along here. Stuck underneath some skates. Kilmer battling it out. Good stick from Rockridge. Dauber pushing it up to Kes. Kes is going to try dumping it in. Horton keeping the pressure. Knocked the puck loose, but Rockridge able to pick it up. Good stick from Carr, keeps it in. Back to the line. Shot goes on net just behind. Rockridge takes a fall, looking for a centering option, nobody there. And Rockridge getting a good clear. Might be a little too much sauce, looking for an icing call. And that will be an icing on Rockridge at 13:47 into the first. Moroni and Evenson back on defense. Carr, Evenson, and Butcher up as a forward. Two Evensons again, 58 is Easton Evenson back on defense, 65 Cooper Evenson. Shot on goal from Rockridge, saved by Peterson. Carr skating through with it, just gets off his stick, and Rockridge is able to take control of it in the neutral. Cleared by Lightning, but Rockridge there to take up. Good pressure being kept by Butcher. Rockridge throws it into the side. Rockridge grabs the puck, gonna throw it deep. Evenson throwing out to the blue line, gets a clear. Kes keeping some pressure, but Rockridge passing it to the other side where there's no pressure to be given. Entering the zone, Rockridge is going to center it, and good deflection by Ani. Pushes it off to the corner. Rockridge taking another shot, gets to the side of the net. Daly trying to race off to it before it gets to the blue line, but good stick from Rockridge, able to push it in further and put it on net. Saved by Peterson. Good clear. And that will be an icing on the Lightning. (12:13) remaining in the first. Rockridge dumping it behind the net. Ani forcing his man off of it, but Rockridge is able to maintain and dump it back further. Ani trying to push it up in front of the net to Butcher. Bounce out the back of the net. Butcher picks up along the boards and gets a clear. Carr trying to push it beneath some skates. Gets deflected twice by Rockridge with their skates. Back and forth right at the center line, and Rockridge is going to dump it deep. Push back to the blue line, quick shot, pushes it behind the net. Centering option out for Rockridge. Good pressure kept by Daly. Ani trying to clear it, unable to do so. Rockridge pushes it further deep into the corner. Centering option. Christensen clears it out. Rockridge quick to take another shot, puts it on goal, goes in the corner though. Daly battling out. No icing being called as Rockridge dumped it back for a tag up. And they're going to do a line change. Fresh skates coming out for both teams, it looks like. Rockridge taking a shot, saved by Peterson. Kilmer trying to get it clear, but into the hands of Rockridge. Centering option for Rockridge back to the blue line. They're going to take one shot. Good deflection by Dauber. Might have taken one on the shin. Rockridge looking for center, a one-timer. Good deflection with Kes out there. Horton trying to pick it up. Gets a clear. But Rockridge able to clear up. Tag up. Post keeping some pressure. Deflects it from getting too far in. Kes keeping the pressure. But Rockridge passes it up. They're going to see a centering option. Just gets off the stick of Rockridge out in front of the center crease. And misfortunate pass. Moroni off to the races, but Rockridge able to put a stick on it, dump it backwards. Carr taking it. Gonna see a potential shot here. And saved by the Tendy for Rockridge Green. Carr, Kes, and Butcher out on forwards. They push it back. Just beyond the blue line. Will be an offsides for the Northern Lakes Lightning. Rockridge pushing it up. Gonna see a centering option. No, good stick on it. It's deflected. Rockridge still trying to push something over center. And looks like Evenson's gonna pick it up. Trying to push it up, but Rockridge has a good stick on it right at the blue line. Just bounces off the stick of Rockridge, and Lightning's gonna pick it up. Moroni pushing one on net, saved by the Tendy. Rockridge able to quickly clear. Rockridge trying to dump it in. Moroni picking it up. Push it up. Horton picks it up along the neutral zone, but good stick on from defense of Rockridge. And just a mishandled puck, and it's out of the zone, but Lightning already there to take up. Dumped it in by Daly. Horton keeping some pressure, but Rockridge able to get a good clear. Christensen grabbing it. Gets a clear. Rockridge claiming it back in neutral ice. Benda trying to pick it up. Little neutral ice discussion. Horton gets a good stick deflecting off the pass. Pushed over. Daly's going to enter the zone. Has to dump it in. Lightning looking at changing up the line. Rockridge dumping it deep. Read the play, Rockridge did. They're going to try to reclaim it in the corner. Carr skating with it. Carr coming in. And they're going to call it. Saved by the Tendy, but good pressure being kept by Kes, and he cleans up the loose puck underneath the goaltender. I should say in front of the goaltender. Unable to cover it. Lightning going to be putting the first one on the board at 6:45 into the first period. I believe that was Carr taking the shot, deflected by the goaltender, and Kes cleaning it up. Some good competitive hockey. That's the first point on the board at 6:45. Kes entered the zone, but good stick on from Rockridge knocked it out, but Lightning not too far deep and tagged up, dumped it in. Around the boards, Kilmer's going to take a shot. Made it to the Tendy, had to put a pad down on it. Hogue pushes it, tries to push it further in the corner. He's going to battle out along the boards. Kilmer there as well, and Carr. Good kick out from Carr. Oh, delayed penalty coming on the Lightning. And they're going to blow it at 6:02. Tripping call being called on the Lightning. That's going to put us on our first Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Rockridge looking at trying to tie it up at this point. 4 and 5 hockey, heavy defense expected as a minute and a half goes up for Carr for tripping. Again, Lightning up 1-0. Starting off with a penalty kill. Rockridge trying to put one on net. Looked like it might have hit some friendly fire. Deflected out to the corner. Evenson and Rockridge battling out. Trying to put one on net. Moroni intercepts it. Moroni trying to push it clear. Butcher gets it clear. Horton's going to be off to the races. Tries to keep some pressure. Almost gets a stick on it, but Rockridge passing up to the blue line. Shot and saved. Cleanup action trying to be taken, and looks like another save as well. Rockridge puts one on net. Moroni's trying to clear. Icing waved off. Good pressure from Butcher. Got 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Rockridge able to clear it. Takes a shot, just goes wide. Moroni trying to put a stick on it, but Rockridge able to get to it. There's a clear, but Rockridge ready to be taken up, and they dump it in. Evenson's going to pick it up. 9 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Lightning back at full strength. Looking for a centering option. Saved by Peterson. Another save as cleanup action trying to be taken. Saved by Peterson again. Moroni pushing it up to Kes. And there's a clear. Daly battling it out. Gets taken down by Rockridge. But keeping the puck in the zone. Carr takes a shot. Pad save by the Tendy, pushed out the corner. Kes trying to push one on net. Trying to get to it. Ani stepping up. Pushes it a little bit deeper. Kes putting another one on net, and Tendy decides to cover. Lightning, great execution on the penalty kill. At 3:35, blow the whistle with Tendy coverage. Lightning up 1-0. Rockridge taking advantage of the faceoff. Good combat from Dauber. Keeps him from entering anything. Butcher going to take a shot. Shot saved by the tendy from Rockridge. Rockridge trying to clear it. Good stick from Dauber. Keeps it in play, but back and forth between the blue line and trying to put it deep. Kilmer trying to put one on net, get some deflections, and Rockridge able to clear the zone. They're going to have some numbers. Taking a shot. Goes behind the net. Horton picking it up. Throws one down. And covered by the tendy. Tendy saw Butcher coming in and wanted to let it sit and see a face-off to his right. Carr battling through it. A lot of lightning or Rockridge around. Puck goes behind the net. Kes trying to center it. Rockridge able to grab it, and they're just going to skate out with it. Good pressure from Daly, knocks it off.
Carr picking it up at the blue line is a good stick from Kes, knocked it loose from Rockridge. He's going to see a shot. Oh, Kes was racing off to it to try to get to the cleanup. Bouncing puck through the crease, but wasn't able to get there in time. Good play make though. Lightning defending net. Real slow go at it. Rockridge looking at trying to do something with it still. Butcher trying to clear it. Does get a clear. Rockridge forcing Tague up. We're going to dump it up to the blue line. Kes keeping the pressure. Little battle. And out of play as Moroni tries to, Carr takes a shot and dump it deep, but hit the stick, goes out of play. Hard beat. Minute 27 remaining in the first period.
Get it. I don't really care to go sit in there right now with you guys. Maybe later.
Jumping in, Christensen battling out behind the net on the boards. Push out the Gerhardt. Rockridge keeping some good pressure. It's not loose. Horton's going to come up with it. Pauses the play, and then decides to cover again. Good pressure being kept by the Lightning. Just under a minute of gameplay left in the first period, 57 seconds. Lightning pushing it back. Kilmer's going to take a shot. Tendy lets it go. Went wide. Horton pushing it back to Dauber at the blue line. Dauber pushes one out behind the net. We were going to blow it dead as it might have hit a player on the bench and deflected back in. 41 seconds remaining in the first period. Gerhardt, Horton, and Butcher as their forwards. Dauber and Kilmer back on defense. Good stick on by Butcher. Gerhardt's going to pick it up, push it over just on the other side of Butcher. And Rockridge's going to claim it, try to push it out. Good stick from Horton. But back and forth. Kilmer's going to pick it up, top circle, pushes it out. Goal save. Cleanup action trying to be taken. Going to be the end of the first period. Loose puck out front for a little bit, but no Lightning around to clean it up. They must have been keeping an eye on that time, but that was the end of the first period. Lightning up 1-0. Shots on goal, 10 for the Lightning, 6 for Rockridge Green. Both teams getting a pep talk from their coaches. Figuring out what's going right, what's going wrong. We're going to see some improvement and how to attack that second period. A lot of hockey being left to be played. Still anybody's game. No apparent force out there as it is 1-0 here in Northern Lakes Lightning. Players ready. That's coming out from their break. There we go. Period number 2, 15 minutes on the board. Rockridge taking the succession on the face-off. Good pressure from Evenson trying to keep it up front. Loose puck. Cleared. Looking at trying to clear it up. Oh my goodness, a lot of loose change, and Rockridge not able to push anything in. But they're going to push it back to the blue line. Good pressure being kept. Good stick, push it up high. Delayed penalty coming for Lightning. And that's going to be delayed penalty for the Lightning for body checking. Evenson going in the sin bin for a minute and a half. That's going to put us another Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Heavy defense expected here, 4-on-5 hockey. Daly picking up along the boards. He pushed it up the car. Carr's got one with them. Daly on the other side. Shot on goal, saved by the Tendy glove. Short-handed attack. Butcher comes from the drop, Horten on the side. Pushes one on net. Short-handed goal. They're going to push one in. Short-handed goal puts the Lightning up 2-0 at 13:59 remaining in the second period. Rockridge Green coming with some vengeance here. Lightning trying to dump it in, or Rockridge did, I should say. Coming around the boards. Rockridge just bounces off their puck, or stick, but they're still going to push one in deep. They got one out in center. Good stick deflection. And picked up by Butcher. Battling out in the corner. Pushed out. Rockridge Green's going to have to tag up. Kilmer going to keep some pressure. And offsides on Rockridge as they're attempting to clear the arc of the puck, unable to do so in time. We're going to call it center drop. Center drop. .4 seconds remaining in that penalty kill. Are keeping the battle. Looks like ref took one in the shin. Goaltending is used to taking some shots, but have a little bit extra pads on them. Rockridge taking the success. They're going to put one on net. Peterson save. Trying to get a clear with Carr, but gets knocked over. Another one on net. Saved by Peterson. Knocked off to the corner. Back to Carr. Carr trying to battle through, but Rockridge pushes it in deeper. Moroni's going to ring the boards. Kes trying to put a stick on it. Does get it out. Cleared. Cooper takes a shot, just goes over the net. Bounces off on his stick right at the center line. Gonna see a shot, and Peterson elects to cover. Lightning looking for a line change along with Rockridge. 12:10 remaining in the second period. Lightning up 2-0. Good clear by the Lightning. Rockridge gonna have to take up. They do so. Stick mismaneuver by the Rockridge, and they take the loss of the puck. Try to put one on net, goes behind the attendee. Battling out behind the boards, or in the corner. Horton tries to push it up. Rockridge pushes it further down. Whoa. Good clear. Daly off to the races. Rockridge pushing over to the short side, and they get a clear. Back to the hands of Christensen. Christensen pushes it up, and that's going to be an offside. Yeah. Offsides as we were trying to change a line. And they'll take a centers out. Kes and Binda. Oh, sorry. Rockridge keeping the control. They're going to see a shot. Saved by Peterson.
Great job, Ethan!
See a drop. Glove side of Peterson. Kilmer meeting off with Rockridge in the corner. He's going to try to ring the boards. Rockridge there at the blue line. Going to take a shot, hit some traffic. Oh! Carr just blows a tire right off the potential breakaway. Rockridge able to enter back into the zone. Good stick from Kilmer. He's going to try to clear it. Doesn't quite make it there. Rockridge pushing it up. They're going to push it further back behind the net. Dauber keeping him busy, but Rockridge able to push it out front. Binda puts a stick on it, trying to get a clear. They are going to get a clear now. Kes keeping some pressure, but Rockridge is going to dump it in. And no icing being called. Must have been tipped by Rockridge. 10 minutes remaining in the second period. Rockridge gets it clear, but Kilmer keeping the battle. He's going to dump it in. Kes spotting where that's going to end up, racing off to it. He tries to push it out. That's going to be a delayed penalty on Rockridge for checking. Kes drawing that penalty. That's going to put us in our first Buster's Masonry power play opportunity. Minute and a half going on for Rockridge number 13. Butcher taking the drop. He's got Horten back on the side. Moroni on the D. Pushes it up to Daly. Daly's going to take a shot. Loose puck still. Gets knocked off to the corner. Puck somewhere. There it is. Takes a shot. Save. Covered by the Tendy. Good pressure being kept by the Lightning. Daly trying to center it. Gets a body from Rockridge on his backhand. Moroni pushes one up. Moroni gets one. Throws on net, unfortunately hits some friendly fire, trying to clear it, and redirects it from Rockridge and puts it in the back of their own net, unfortunately. We've seen goals like that before, and misfortunate, or, if you ask Moroni, maybe part of the plan. Nobody likes to see those types of goals, but at the same time, we do like to see those types of goals. Rockridge entering the zone. Christensen putting his body in front of him, prevents that shot from going off. Rockridge pushing it back to the blue line. They're going to see a shot, and they will put one in to follow up with that goal. Closing the deficit again. Now it's going to be 3-1 Lightning.
All right, take it off. Take it off. Let's go, Easton. You can do it. Let's go, Lightning.
Good pressure being kept right at the blue line for the offensive, but Rockridge takes control. They're going to put one on net. Hard one on net, goes wide though. Oh! Delayed penalty coming from Rockridge. Kind of looked like a collision, but we're going to call it high sticking. All right, that's going to put us in another Buster's Masonry power play. Rockridge blows a tire. It's going to be somewhere. Rockridge looks like they're going to have it. Dauber strips it away. And Dauber's going to throw it on net. Deflected off to the side. Horten going to be the first, trying to push it in the center for Butcher, but just hits the side of the net. Rockridge skating out with it. Goalie lost his stick. Rockridge doing their part as the Tendy had to go get their stick behind the net. They did get it, and they're back at full strength, if you would. Sorry, they started down shorthanded, but they're going to keep some pressure. Good pressure from Horton himself. Out center. Rockridge pushing a little bit too far. Bailey's off to the races. Just across the line. That's going to be whistle blowing. We're looking for a clear indication. Too many men on the ice. We're going to see 4-on-4 hockey now for 16 seconds, and then we're going to be on a penalty kill for the remainder of the minute and a half, as it looks like Host is going to be serving that penalty for too many men for a minute and a half. Lost between some skates, but Carr's going to find it. Gets it out, but Rockridge there pushing up the Kes. Carr sees an opportunity though. He's going to enter the zone. Good protection by Rockridge, prevents that shot from going in. They're going to clear the zone. Lonnie trying to push it up. Carr's going to see it. He's going to dump it in. Icing already waved off. Round the boards.
Stop it, Josiah! Get it, Josiah!
Ani pushing it back to Moroni.
Come on, Gavin! Get it, Gavin!
Kes picking up neutral zone. He's skating in with it, but he's got 3 Rockridge. He's got Carr out front. Just a little too far right through the crease. Carr trying to tie up his man, but Rockridge able to grab it. Takes a shot. Glove saved by Peterson. 21 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Puck drop. Butcher pushed it over. Daly's trying to get it out. We're going to call tripping on Rockridge. Coaches may be looking for an explanation. One for the game review. 5:51 into the second period. Four and four hockey for a moment. Dowder tries to push one on net. Tenny covers for a moment and then throws it back. Back to Evenson, but just bounces off his stick. Pressure trying to be kept. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Lightning back at full strength. 56 seconds on the power play opportunity remain. Being successful in the drop. Horten having to hold on the line. Shot. Shot taken. Kenny having some trouble getting up. Dauber tries to put one. Good defense goes on Rockridge as they deflect that shot. Dauber keeping him off the puck. Dauber skating in with it. Pushing it up. I didn't see if Kes took a shot. I don't know where it went, but it ended in the back of the net. Kind of looked like he was just trying to throw one out there, but it went in for their fourth goal. Provided to you by Kes. 4:31 remaining in the second period. Lightning leading 4-1. Shots on goal 21-15 though.
Keep it up, Lightning!
Gonna keep it 5-on-5 now. Daly's skating up with it. Just loses off the boards. Kick save by Peterson. Rockridge trying to center it. Rockridge trying to fire one on net. Moroni intercepts it, pushes it over to Daly. Rockridge knocks the puck off of Daly. Connie's going to find it along the boards. Rockridge coming to be successful. Trying to kick it. Peterson pushes it off to the corner. Good pressure. Moroni pushed it over to Daly. Daly pushing out center. Oh, just in front of Butcher. Evenson's going to try picking it up. Pushes one on net, and Tendy decides to cover. Refs having some discussion behind the net with one of the Rockridge players. Not going to be able to see that one. Goalie cam on the opposite end. 3:22 remaining in the second period. Lenny wins the faceoff, pushes it out front, takes a shot, saved by the Tendy. Rockridge looking to attempt to clear. Back to Evenson. Evenson's going to push it up. Carr is going to pick it up. Carr takes a shot, just goes wide. Harten in the mix. And Rockridge able to clear. Offside. No, not offside. Close to it. Pressure being given. Rockridge throwing one out in front. They make it all the way over, but they take a shot, goes high and wide. Cleared by the Lightning. Rockridge tagged up. They're going to dump it in. Christensen trying to round with the boards. Rockridge grabs it and dumps it back deep. Trying to clear again. Back to Kes. They're going to take a shot. Kick save by Peterson. Shot again. Saved by Peterson. Loose puck. And got a clear. Kes keeping some pressure. Rockridge skating in with it. Takes a shot, goes wide. Evenson picking up behind the net, pushing it out. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Evenson sees Kes. Kes puts a stick on it. Seeing who's faster, but Rockridge grabs it first. Rockridge entering the zone. They're going to take a shot. Oh, they are going to put one in. Just past corner at 1:30.
Let's go, Lightning!
half a little bit. Lightning still up 4-2. Pushing over to Daly. Daly trying to push it up front, but Rockridge puts a good stick on it. Dauber throwing it in deep. Butcher keeping some pressure. Pushing back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to take a shot. Saved by the 10D. Horten pushing it back to the line. Dauber's going to take a shot. Fired, gets a skate off of Rockridge. Good stick by Dauber, keeps it in play. Under a minute of play left here in the second period. Rockridge gets a clear. Good stick on from Dauber. Knocks the puck loose. Gonna be a battle along the boards. Rockridge out up front with no defenseman there. Dauber picking it up, 24 seconds remaining. Dauber's gonna take a shot. Goes high and wide. And puck gets knocked in. Kilmer looking at dumping one in. And covered. They're going to call that the end of the second period. Lightning up 4-2. Looks like they are going to zam the ice between the intermission here. Intermission brought to you by Lakes Tile. Grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite drink. We'll be back in about 10 to 15. Lightning up 4-2. Shots on goal starting to even out. 24 for the Lightning, 21 for Rockridge.
All right, we're back. Third period coming at us. 15 minutes on the board. Lightning still up 4-2 as we enter into the third period. Rockridge chipping away at those points. Lightning looking at trying to maintain that hold of the lead. We'll see what the third period brings. 15 minutes, a lot of hockey left to be played. Here we go. Lightning dumping in. Daly keeping some pressure. Fresh ice. Horten takes a little spill. Kes and Kilmer battling along the boards. Kilmer going to dump it in. Rockridge gets it clear. Dauber pushing it back center. No offsides as they waited to take up. Horten picking it up, trying to get it clear. Rockridge trying to dump it. Pushing it up to Daly. Daly skating in with it. He's got Kes on the other side, but covered with Rockridge. Tries to get the shot pushed over, but unable to do so. Rockridge throws it up. Dauber going to beat to it. Pushing out front. Carr and Kes discussing who's going to have it. No offsides. Loose puck. Moroni grabbing the blue line, but Rockridge robs him from it. Rockridge coming in strong. Shot goes wide. Rockridge still maintaining control. Puts one up high and over. Daly looking for a change of legs. Butcher just comes out. Rockridge keeping the maintain of the pressure. Pushes Butcher off of the puck right at the blue line. They're going to pick it up, skate through the neutral zone. They're entering the zone. Might see a shot, just goes high and wide. Other side of the corner. Another shot looking for a centering option. No, good centering option. Just missed on it. Evenson trying to clear it behind the net. Loose puck. Nobody knows where it's at. Moroni sees it. Moroni pushing it over. Good stick from Rockridge. Bennett trying to pick it up. Moroni pushing it at neutral ice. Rockridge trying to dump it in, unable to do so. Good stick on from Christensen, but Rockridge still maintaining it. Possession right in neutral ice. Rockridge dumping it deep. Moroni picking up behind the net. Pushing it up. Hits Kes. Kes skating in with it. Evenson going to be sitting out front. Go. Good centering option over to Evenson. Evenson pushes one in towards the net, and Tendy decides to cover. Evenson with a great opportunity, but Tendy sits right on top of it, preventing that goal from going in. 11:44 remaining in the third period. Rockridge trying to clear back to Evenson. Evenson tries to push one in, gets a stick off of Rockridge. There's a race. Good stick from Horten, prevents him from getting any shot off. Another good stick from Evenson. Back and forth right along the corner. Evenson reaching, blows a tire. Carr's going to pick it up behind the net. Stick on from Rockridge. Kes is going to pick up that loose change. He's going to come in with a shot. Just goes wide. Rockridge able to pick it up. Clear. Trying to get it clear, but Rockridge picks it up at the blue line. Pushes it in. Kes gets a good stick on it. Gets it out of the zone. Trying to push it through his man. And there it is. Carr's going to push it. Good stick from Rockridge. Pops it up in the air, but Carr still retains it. Tries to get into the net, but good defense going from Rockridge. Prevents that shot from going in. Butcher taking lead. Tries to push one on behind the net. Back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to take a shot. Glove save by Tendy. Great shot by him from Kilmer back by the blue line. 10:14 remaining in the third period. Butcher for the drop. Gearhout on the right. Daly on the left. Dauber and Kilmer back on defense. Rockridge going to be able to push it out. Kilmer off to the races. We're going to see a shot from Rockridge and save by Peterson. Under 10 minutes of the game left. Or I should say third period. 2-4. Sorry, 4-2. Stop the other way. Rockridge jumping in. Little defense out front, and they will one time it right in front of the net. Oop. All right. Lightning only up by 1, 4-3. Knocked loose by the defensive men. Picked up by Kes. Kes skating through. just loses it right as he enters the zone. Rockridge going to keep coming in. Centering it. Shot saved by Peterson. Moroni's going to try to push it around the corner. Post picking it up. Kes keeping some pressure behind the net, but they're able to push it up on the board. Horten comes in, pushes it off. Shot on goal. And saved by the Tendy. Horten picking it up. Puts it out in front of the net. Rockridge able to retain it. Moroni intercepts the pass. Shot goes up in the air and gloved and put down by Rockridge. Daly trying to pick it up. Rockridge battling it out. Offsides on Rockridge. Rockridge trying to dump one in. Horten pushing it up. Icing being waved off. Tied game 4-4, 7:50 remaining in the game. Some misfortunate goals by Lightning letting them in. Shot on goal. Goes wide or hits deflection. Butcher trying to push it over. Slow roller just hits the skates off of Horten. And Rockridge dumps it in. Delayed penalty for Kilmer. I didn't catch it, but that's going to be a tripping call for Kilmer. That's going to put us on the Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Just under 7 minutes left of the third period. Tied game 4-4. Heavy defense expected. Shot gets deflected, land on top of the net, and bounce right in front of Peterson. Moroni's going to push it up. Kennedy's going to play it. And Rockridge dumping it over the corner. Moroni over to Dauber. Dauber tries to get Kes, but just gets off his stick. Rockridge clears it. They're going to enter back into the zone. Shot, and they will put one more in. Rockridge executing their power play opportunity, puts the lead up 4-5. Rockridge leading.
Who wants it, Lightning? Who wants it? Let's go!
6:17 remaining on the board. dumped in. He fans on his pass out front. Rockridge able to claim it. Good stick by Butcher, but loses it underneath some skates. Shot on goal gets deflected off to the side. Daly picking up behind the net. Good stick on from Rockridge at the blue line. Dumps it further in. Rockridge coming in, trying to center it. Back to the blue line. Wind up, takes a shot, goes wide. Oh no. As it's deflecting off the back of the board, hits the back of Peterson as he slides. And that's going to put one in the back.
All right, Ethan, shake it off. Here we go, Lightning. Let's go. Come on, boys. Heads up. Let's go.
Fire up, let's go!
Rockridge trying to prevent Carr from entering in. They're going to have to hold up with it. Kes is going to dump it in wisely. Lightning trying to keep the pressure. Kilmer pushes it in. Good stick from Carr. Pushes it over. Pushes out front. Oh, just pushes right through the crease. Christensen's going to rip one. Bouncing puck. And Rockridge picking it up right in front of their tendy. They're going to pass it out front.
It's yours, get it!
Rockridge's going to take a shot. Loose change. Saved by Peterson, but out front. And Kilmer's going to pick it up. Rockridge keeping it in. Pushing up the Kes. Offsides on Rockridge. Sorry, I'm missing some play. We're gonna have to go audio free. Hopefully you can still hear me. We got a little battery problem. Daly skating in with it. Rockridge covering them. Back to the blue line. Moroni's going to take a shot. Takes a shot. Glove save. Hard shot from Moroni, but that tendy had it locked in and gloved it.
Good shot. We got the next one.
All right, thanks for confirming we're here and had to unplug the headset, plug in the battery. All right, back to the blue line. Evenson trying to take a shot. Rockridge deflects it. 3:38 remaining of the game. Rockridge up by 2. Offside's going to be called on Rockridge. .3:30 left in the game. Lightning down by 2, 4-6. Rockridge pushing it through on the blue line. Gonna see a shot up and over. Rockridge claiming by the blue line. They're gonna dump it back in. Carr picking it up. And good stick from Rockridge knocks him off of his play, but he's still coming in with it. Skating by, takes a shot. He will put one in. 3:04 remaining. Down by 1. Here we go. Horton taking the drop. It's over. Just lost underneath some skates. Rockridge picking up at the blue line. Shot gets deflected behind the net. Underneath some skates. There it is. Horton picking it up on the blue line. Trying to push it through some skates. Gets deflected. He's still going to try pushing it. Just gets off some Rockridge bodies. Good stick from Horton, keeping it in play. Or Butcher was that. Rockridge trying to push it out. Horton pushing it back to... Trying to clear it, but back to the blue line. Kilmer's going to pick it up, trying to push up the Daly. Bad deflection off of the boards. Rockridge going to have to take back up. Horton puts a stick on it. Rockridge dumping it in deep. Under 2 minutes of gameplay, down by 1. Pushing up the Butcher. Butcher trying to push it up further to Carr, but Rockridge gets a good stick on it. Carr picking it up. Good stick by Rockridge. Kilmer going to pick it up, gets it clear. Rockridge dumping it in. Good clear up to Daly. Daly skating in with it. Kes trying to do something with it, but gets stuck underneath some skates. Push back to the line. Christensen's going to take a shot. Blocker save, push it off the side. Another shot goes behind the net. Daly picking up in the corner. He's going to try centering it, and Tendy decides to glove it and stop it. Minute 05 remaining. Timeout being called by the Lightning. It's an exciting game here. Heart rate's elevated. Got a minute left of the game, third period. I gotta stop saying that because we're gonna tie it up here, I know it. Shots on goal, 33 for the Lightning, 31 for Rockridge. Both teams devising of a plan. Looks like they are gonna pull Peterson the wall. Put a 6-man out. All right, you got your minute and 5 team out here. You got Moroni and Kilmer back on defense. You got Horton, Kes, Daly, and Carr sitting out as your forwards. Minute 5 left of the game, down by 1. It's coming down to this. Carr taking the face off, loose puck, and gonna be pushed off the corner. Carr battling out, but Rockridge able to pick it up. They're going to take an empty shot or net, and that's going to be an icing.
Come on, Lightning! Let's go, Lightning!
53.5 seconds remaining on the board. Lightning looking to secure one of them. Kes pushing it over to Moroni. Moroni's going to take one rip. Shot save. Unable to get cleaned up. Rockridge clears. Moroni picking it up. Oh. This guy to pass. Horton's going to try to clear. Kilmer picking it up. Moroni back to save that one. 22 seconds remain. Cleared. Rockridge's going to be claiming back. 12 seconds remaining. Daly picking it up. Trying to push it up the boards. Rockridge puts a good stick on it. And that's going to be the end of the game here. And Rockridge is going to pull the victory. Good, intense game of hockey. But in the end, Lightning did fall short by 1. Shots on goal, 34 for the Lightning, 31 for Rockridge. Ending score, 5-6.
I'll take the A on it, though.
We'll be back at 3:30 to play Rockridge Black. Again, Rockridge Green, last time we faced off, it was 2-8 as a loss. This game, 5-6. For Rockridge Black, we faced off before and we lost, I think it was a 5-6 game, maybe a 3-4 game. Trying to blank on that one at the moment. But a close game and fun game to watch, just like this one was. So we hope you tune in at 3:30. Again, game was a little early last night, so we'll see. There is another game here between ours, so we'll have to see how that game goes. Besides the 3:30 game, we will be back on the ice as well for tomorrow. 2 games, and check Facebook for what that is. Good at posting it, but not good at remembering. All right. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Again, 3:30 p.m. We'll be back live.